Hi there, Viral Team Builder members, Edward here. I just want to shoot this quick video, well, it probably won't be a quick one, but I don't want to get this video into a bit of a rant. I'm not the kind of person to rant on about stuff, but I think it needs to be said that I want people to know the purpose of the Viral Team Builder. I want people to know what is the Viral Team Builder to me? Why do I have this system? Why do I keep adding new things in here? And it needs to be said that the Viral Team Builder has grown at quite a fast pace, and it's a popular system. It's grown from the ground up. I mean, it started off from a simple set of PDF files that I gave out to the members in my team in a particular company I was involved in about 2 years ago. And obviously, when people join you, the first thing they ask is, how do you market your business? So really, that's how the Viral Team Builder got started, and here it is today. But at first it was just a set of PDF. Well, it was one PDF file, just kind of like guiding people. I started documenting everything that I was doing, and I put it in a PDF file, and I just handed it out to members in my team. And then I wanted to put in some more companies in there because a lot of people wanted this, and I thought that they were already in the particular company that I was training people for. So then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to put in a few other companies and make it multi-stream. So I added some companies, and then I made it, and that time it was just a static PDF, and then I turned it into a dynamic PDF, and it became rebrandable because everyone wanted to sort of use it for their team as well. So the links needed to be crediting them. So there was a way that they could rebrand the PDF, and then it got into the hands of other people who are already in these companies, and I wanted to keep a way of benefiting me and benefiting the members in the team if they were getting people who are already in all these companies. Anyway, so I added a few new companies in there. Anyway, it became a viral, a rebrandable PDF, but then people wanted a place where they could host it and have a sort of a download page, so they could have a landing page where it could be downloaded from, and something like an affiliate link. So we put that together, and then eventually people asked, then they wanted, a funnel or something, something where that they could collect leads. So I figured that out, and then they said, well, they wanted a way to manage the leads. Okay, well, now we have the Viral Team Builder, which technically is actually the Viral Team Builder version 3. I don't think people know that, but it's technically the Viral Team Builder version 3, where we can manage everything, leads, and have a full-blown marketing system all in one place. So that's really, it's all grown from the ground up. And the reason why I'm saying all this is simply because I want people to know where it came from and what the original purpose was. It was really just for members in my team, so it could just expand and duplicate in the right way. But then it got kind of wider, and obviously people see it on the internet, so they just join anyway. And if they're already in the company, they just rather join and use a marketing system. Why not, if it's free? And that's all good, and I'm happy about that. And then people, recently people have been asking me, hey Ed, what's in it for you? Why are you doing all this? Why do you keep adding new content? Why do you keep adding new funnels and pages and stuff? Well, I want you to know that I'm doing it because it's for me. Right from the beginning, ever since I first started doing all this, I did it because I needed the stuff. I need the pages. I need the banners. Guys, I'm just marketing my own business. I'm just minding my own business. I'm doing everything in the back end, and I'm just keeping my team happy. But recently, the system's getting kind of high maintenance for me. Not only being able to manage the system, but also providing support for people who are really not connected with me in my businesses. And I get a lot of people saying, well, I can't log into the system. I mean, the thing is, probably the natural thought for that is people say, well, if I can't log into the system, it must mean the system is bad or it's wrong or something. And I get that. I understand you want to blame something. Maybe you want to blame me because I'm the admin. I've become an admin for a lot of people. Maybe this Viral Team Builder has become kind of a commercial entity or something. But I want you to understand it was really just originally for my team, and a system that would hopefully duplicate there's a lot more I would like to do. I'd like to do webinars, but since there are a lot of people who are not really in my team, and I'm not really connected with with a lot of people, and I don't have a vested interest in everyone's success. And quite frankly, if you can't log in the system, there's a side to me, and I'm not a nasty guy, I'm not unkind, but there's a side to me that says to myself, I really don't care. I really don't. I really don't care, to be honest. Go and figure it out. Guys, it's a free system, and it works. We got approximately about 150 to 200 people joining a day, in many cases. And a lot of these people are not coming in through my link, but that's cool. And they're not coming in. They're not part of my team. But again, they're lucky. I say they're lucky, to be honest. But recently, the thing that's been irritating, and I didn't need to post this video at all, but I just want people to know that I'm just a happy user of my own system. That's why I keep adding stuff, because I want to use it. And that's really the whole point about this, from the ground up. Ever since I started doing all this, I like doing the back end stuff. I am the back end kind of person. I'm a complete geek. I love the technical stuff, and if you can let me just stay in the back end, I can do my stuff and get things done. I'm happy, simply because I want to be marketing my own business in a selfish way. Why not? Ask yourself the same question. Why did you come online? Would you be doing all this if it wasn't making you money? Would you be doing all this if it was just a charity thing? Of course not. There's a reason why we all came online in the first place, and I have pretty similar reasons to many of you. I want to do it because it benefits me. At the end of the day, if it puts money in my pocket and it pays my bills, I'm happy to do it. And the only reason I'm doing it is because I need these tools to build my own business, to make it grow. And if there are people coming in here who are coming into my team, I'm happy. But if there are people who are coming in here who are not in my team, I'm also happy that I can provide a system to help a lot of people. I'm just doing the charitable thing. But guys, if you can't log in, try to figure it out. Or if you're having a problem or there's an error or something, try to figure it out. The system is working for a lot of people. And I'm just going to continue to add more stuff as best I can. But let me just say, I don't need to get to this point, and many of you don't really care about my private life, but I'm in Japan right now, and I'm about to move back to the UK. I bought a ticket for the 10th of May, and this is the 10th of May. I'll be back in the UK. The reason for all this is because I've gone through a divorce. I have officially gotten the divorce now, and for men living in Japan, and I was on a resident visa. And for men who get a divorce in Japan, it's not a cheap thing. I mean, it's very expensive for men in Japan. So I have my issues, and I have, if all I'm saying is, if I'm online simply because I don't want to go back and become a cook again, because it's been 20 years since I haven't been a cook, so I can't go back and do that. I barely got beyond a commis chef. I barely became a chef de partie. So I can't go back and do that. Okay, I was an English teacher for the last 20 years in throughout Asia, and I'm going back to the UK. Most people don't need to learn English, so my choices are to remain online and continue to do income producing activities online. And if it produces an income for me, then I'm gonna get motivated about doing that. But if it doesn't produce an income for me, I'm not going to do it. So anyway, the purpose of this video is just to let you know what's in it for me. I'm just doing this for my business. I'm doing it because it pays the bills. And how do I make money? I make money in exactly the same way as you. I get a commission from the companies that we join within this viral team builder system. Yes, I've got some other things that I do, some high-end ticket stuff that I don't put in here, but I would like to spend more time on doing those things. So to me, the viral team builder is getting high maintenance, and I would like to tone down a little bit. I'm going to do less customer support and focus on my own personal team more, people who are actually in my own personal team. And I'm also going to be focusing on my own companies that I'm promoting, my own companies that I've planted my flag in, that I don't even put in the viral team builder. So these companies that we've got in the Viral Team Builder, the whole purpose of the Viral Team Builder is just to build your team so you can groom your team and you can get them into the advertising programs that we've got in here. You know, everything in the Viral Team Builder is all about, it was all centered around advertising and lead generation. Okay. Everything, including my paying ads, they're all advertising companies. You can take them seriously. They're great programs, but guys, they are, the whole purpose of the Viral Team Builder is you're grooming your team. You're bringing in leads, and gradually they're going to become active in your team. You're going to be responsible for helping a lot of people earn an income to a point where they're going to then get into your primary businesses down the road. You're going to funnel people through a whole team into your primary businesses. You know, you want to think about, you know, the next step. And, you know, this is what I want to be doing. So, you know, the Viral Team Builder doesn't need to be high maintenance for me. It doesn't need to be high maintenance for you. So just give people a free system, let them get on with it, and let them be happy. So I want to do the same. So, you know, I might be the admin, but that doesn't mean I'm everyone's upline. So stop reaching out and asking silly questions, because I'm just too damn overwhelmed. So, you know, I'm going to be back in the UK from the 10th, and I got to just make my new life back in the UK. I'm going to be saying goodbye to my my 6-year-old girl and my 8-year-old girl, and I'm going to try and get back here as often as I can. So I'm focused on my own personal businesses now, guys. I'm focused on my own income producing activities that are going to pay my bills, put money in my pocket so I can get working. Actually, one of the other reasons why I was going to bring this video out, I'm sorry it's getting over 10 minutes now, but I don't honestly know if I can actually bring out a paid service. The reason is because it actually presents a lot of other issues. Yeah, I mean, I have everything. I could just give you I could give you a page builder. I could give you, you know, the opportunity to edit all the autoresponders. I could do all kinds of things. But there are things that it's going to backfire in a lot of issues. I mean, like I say, this whole system has built up from the ground up, and there are a lot of things I should have planned out if I'd known that it was going to get to this point. 3 weeks ago, we upgraded to a new server. It was expensive, and and then monthly it's going to be quite expensive for me. It already is expensive, this whole system. There's not much custom work I can do unless I pay for it. So, I mean, I would like to add more stuff, but if I do add more stuff, I've got to think about privacy policies. I think about laws. I mean, some of you probably know companies like the Powerline system. I mean, they don't even operate in some countries. The reason is because they provide a paid service. So they've got to do their kind of research about different, goings on in different countries. And I haven't got the time and patience to do that. And it's going to produce a lot of extra customer support that I don't have the time for. And I don't even have the money to outsource it. And obviously, if I was doing a paid service, you might be thinking, yes, you would have money. But actually, guys, I just don't have the time to manage that side of things. Like I say, I could give you the tools right now. I mean, I could just suddenly say, boom, here you are, get on with it. But if I don't charge for it, people are going to just abuse that kind of stuff. I mean, I could give you the opportunity to blast out your emails to people every day. I could give you the opportunity to edit all the autoresponders to your heart's content. But look who's going to be in trouble if we get in problems with spam. I mean, you guys could just run off to the next thing, and it's all on me at the end of the day. If I'm offering a paid service, I have to think about privacy policies. I have to think about laws. I have to think about, what country I'm allowed to provide this service in, or what payment processes. I mean, companies have had major issues with payment processes, because nowadays we have to really think about that. And don't give me any solutions, because, I know a lot of people are going to message me and say, well, you could do this, could do that. But, it's all about the laws. It's all about things. I don't know. I might offer some services to people who might, I don't know. But the thing is, I can't offer, PayPal has blocked me and barred me because of, I was offering services in the past, and, I was, being based in Japan, I have to do things in a different way. So yeah, it was a problem. So I don't, from this point, I really don't know where to go at the moment. I don't know if I can actually offer a paid service at the moment because of those issues. It's not because of the technical side. It's not because of the software itself. It's really purely about the laws. And even if it was even if it was simpler than I'm thinking, even if you know the answers to my problems, it doesn't mean it can happen, because I don't even think I can even provide the customer service, because I know already I'm getting abusive people. Yeah, a lot of members in the Viral Team Builder are actually kind of abusive to me. They get irritated because they can't log in, or they get irritated because there's an error, or they don't understand it, or it's too overwhelming, or they don't like setting it up, or they're too lazy. So if I'm offering a paid service, it's probably going to add an extra headache, because when I take people's money, they end up getting even more arrogant. And it's not just a case of like saying, well, I'm just going to block you and then piss off, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to, I'm going to take it to heart, because if people give me a hard time or whatever, I'm going to take that to heart, and it just irritates me, and it's just too much. And like I say, if the Viral Team Builder ends up getting too high maintenance for me, guess what? I'm just going to go ahead and focus on my own businesses, because at the end of the day, like I say, people do ask me, what's in it for you? And at the moment, it's manageable. But, today I got some really bad messages coming in from people who are just, upset. They felt that they were being spammed, or they felt that the system just doesn't work, or it's too difficult to use, or they couldn't log in, or they tried to set up multiple accounts and they still can't log in. I don't know. So don't use it then. That's kind of my response, but they get even more irritated. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry to make this video really long. I just had to get this off my chest, and I don't know when the paid option is. And I said in the Facebook group that the paid option will come soon, but yeah, the answer to that is it could easily come soon. It's just that it's always the kind of the law side. It's the security side. It's the I got so many things to consider when offering paid services, and then a lot of people asking for an affiliate program as well, and I mean that presents even more issues as well about people don't like when I'm handling their money and they expect to get a payment. There's so much to consider. There's so much to think about. I just don't think I have the patience right now. So anyway, guys, I'm really just your back-end kind of guy. I like to stick with the geeky stuff. I can provide you with what I've been providing you. I can stay active in that, but as long as I can be left to sort of help my own team and keep producing my my own results so they can pay my own bills and I can put money in my own pocket. Yes, I might be a certain way ahead of a lot of people, but I've quit my job. So, I'm earning a little bit more than I used to earn in my previous situation. But that doesn't mean I'm rich. I'm just saying that, I've got my things here and I'm just earning what I can earn, and I'm doing reasonably well in a lot of companies, but that doesn't mean I'm rich. So, I don't have much of a choice. I used to be a chef. I barely got beyond chef de partie, or I wasn't even chef de partie really. I mean, I barely got beyond commis chef. So, then I became an English teacher in Japan for 17 years or whatever it was. So, this is just me going back to the UK, with trying to be as responsible as I can. So, I want to be responsible for the Viral Team Builder, but at the end of the day, if it's just going to be high maintenance for me, then, sometimes I ask myself, well, why do I bother? So anyway, enough said. I'm sorry it's got to 19, almost 20 minutes, this video, but I'm very positive about the Viral Team Builder. I'm excited about the future. I want to keep doing what I've been doing. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get these paid things in here. People always ask, every 5 days they can't email. They want to be able to email every day. So yeah, guys, I want, obviously a lot of people think, if the Varl Team Builder can be the best, then they want everything. But you don't necessarily get everything with a free system, okay? And it probably will remain free. And for that reason, we may not be able to get in those other extra premium services. But for the moment, anyway, you can use Aweber and get response. You can set that up. Or you could just use a built-in system, and every 5 days you can email your people. But if people can allow me to free up my time and allow me to work with my team so I can build my own companies, and even the companies I don't even have in here, if I can have more time to do that, then maybe I might be more willing to add in more stuff like those premium features. I might even be willing to do that simply because I feel that it could be trusted. It's a scary thing to add these extra features simply because if they're just free members coming in here, they could abuse the system and start spamming the crap out of all their team. And guess who bears the brunt of that? Obviously, it's me. So I have to be careful about that kind of stuff. And then people asked me the other day, said, why aren't there any privacy policies? Why aren't there any this, that, and the other? And of course, I take that to heart. I realize, this system has been built from the ground up, and it's just something that we hadn't got in there, which is, yes, I agree, it's crazy. But, then there's also, I've got a backlog of stuff. I've got a to-do list. I mean, I want to get more follow-up emails. Which I hate to do. I hate doing the follow-up emails. I can't even begin to think what I'm going to do there. And there's so many campaigns now. We've got so many things that we could do, like, anyway, sorry for my rant, but I had to get it off my chest. I feel better now. Cheers, guys. But I'm going to be back in the UK, so bear with me. And but I don't know if I can get paid services out unless I might roll it out for people who are directly, connected with me. I don't know. I don't mean to sound selfish. But, I know if I do roll that out for people in my team, I know everyone's going to hear about it and they're probably going to complain and moan about it. And so that's, it's just not fair or whatever. But guys, the reason why I'm doing this, and if you do hear about it, don't feel bad. Just the reason why I'm doing it is because I just don't want to deal with payment processors. I really don't. I don't want that headache. And if I can just cover that issue in another way, rather than using the payment processor, and do something that's sort of going to benefit me in a different kind of way that doesn't make me liable for the law side. I just don't like that issue about law because I don't have time to research the law aspect about taking people's money, okay, directly. I'm just an internet marketer like you, okay? I'm a punter. I like to make money online using other people's products. Okay, I like to give somebody else the hassle of the customer support and the technical support. I like to give them the hassle. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this. I don't want to deal with the front end payment. I'm the back end kind of guy. That's why I load a lot of value in here, because I know people like that. I'm good at that. And the reason why I'm doing it is not because I'm doing it for you. No, obviously there is a selfish reason. I'm doing it because I want to use those capture pages myself. I want to market my own business with using those pages, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So anyway, guys, just want to share that with you. And there are a lot of great people in the Varl Team Builder. I'm really passionate about meeting lots of new people who appreciate what I'm doing. But you don't need to lick my ass or anything. What I'm saying is I just appreciate working with great people, and I really appreciate the kind words you're saying. And I would appreciate even more if you just look after your team and help out as much as you can, so your team can get support. Cheers, guys, and I'll be back in the UK. I'm going to be closing down my Wi-Fi at some point. I'm going to be moving out. I've got bags and bags of stuff to get ready to ship back to the UK, so I'm going to be kind of busy. Anyway, all the best, guys, and see you when I see you. I'll see you in the group. I'll be adding more pages, more funnels, maybe even more banners and stuff, because I love doing that. Okay, I want you to know that I do love doing that, and I do it for myself as well. And as long as you know that I'm happy about doing that, you can be positive and excited about building your businesses. Okay. But I want you to know I'm just happy about building my own businesses, helping my own team, and doing my own personal income producing activities online. Okay. Because I need the money. I won't lie to you. I do need the money, and I need to pay my bills, and I need to start up a new life in the UK, because I'm now officially a single man, and I can't go back to being a cook anymore. I can't go back to being an English teacher. Nobody wants to learn English in the UK. So I'm full-time online, but that doesn't mean I'm rich. I'm just trying to do what you do. I'm grinding. Okay, all the best, and thanks for listening.